Hi! So today I'm actually really excited because we are going to be just trying a bunch of random ass makeup that I have lying around that I still haven't tried yet. Most of it is from the Amazon makeup mystery box that Cam got me for Christmas. But also a lot of it is like retest and stuff that I've tried I didn't really like. But I haven't managed to retest it yet. So that's what we're doing today. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So for my brows, I've just got in the NYX tinted brow glue, and then I primed my eyelids with the XX Revolution concealer that we're going to be using today. So for eyes, I have quite a few things that I need to try. They're all here. So we've got like this little tiny eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild. And then I've got this little green pen. I mean, I painted my nails green earlier and I put on this little outfit. It wasn't all like intentional, but it worked out, so we have that. I also have this little shade here from Revlon to try, which is also green. Got an eyeliner and then like a little pigment thing from NYX. So we're just gonna try and throw something together. And I guess I'm gonna start with this. Now these are all sort of like shimmery. Well, they're all sort of like satiny, I would say. But I'm going to try and use this. Actually, just to try a couple more shades, I want to use some mattes from this nude taupe palette from Layer Beauty. So I am just going to take this neutral transition shade just for the base. Just because I really don't want like a shimmery transition. That is so pigmented. Oh my gosh. I'm like dipping in so lightly. I didn't set my base today either. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear that noise. That's my guinea pig treacle. She's actually separated right now from the other pigs because she's been pretty ill. Now it hasn't been super good. Honestly, we've spoke to the vet about putting her down like numerous times now, but she seems to be pulling through a little bit. It all started because she had like an abscess on her neck probably a couple weeks ago now. We took her straight to the vet, she got it drained, they gave her antibiotics and all that sort of stuff, and then we took her home. She seemed to be doing okay, and then about a week later she got another bump, so we took her again to the vet. So she got it lanced, which is like when they like cut it and like get all the like yucky stuff out, because an abscess is basically like an infection. So they did that. She comes home and there's still like a big lump. That was to a different vet. So then we take her back to our vets, but she's seen a different vet there, like one she hasn't seen her before, and they put her under, they lanced the abscess, and the vet says that there's like what she thought was like a tumor. It's basically like a growth. They don't know what it is, but she said that she played with it in her fingers, expecting pus to come out, and she said that like she like basically like really kind of like damaged the area, but like no pus came out. So then the vet recommended that we get her put down, and to me, I didn't really understand why, because like they can't tell us what the growth is. Like it could be a benign one, which means like it's like a growth but like it's not harmful. It could be a malignant one, which is like harmful. It's like it's like cancer, or it could just be a cyst. Like it could be anything. They can't tell us what it is without her going to like an exotic specialist and getting a biopsy done. But I don't really want to do that because she's already been through so much. But when she came home from that surgery, she really didn't look like she was doing well. And honestly, like when I brought her home that first night, like she had really like laboured breathing and stuff on like her neck, because like the abscess that she had, I didn't mention, it was on like her throat. And when I brought her home, like that was like swollen. It was so bad, and like I was honestly there like, I don't know if I made the right decision. Maybe I should have got her put down, but like my gut was just telling me that like my gut was telling me not to. So anyway, it's been about maybe like 4 days now, and honestly she's like recovered pretty well. She still has like a lump, and one of her wounds, because obviously she got the area stabbed in like 3 different areas, and also that vet, the last vet, told us not to separate her, and she didn't tell us to like put down a special bedding or anything, which we've done now. She didn't tell us to like flush the wound, she didn't do anything. So now one of the wounds, like the wounds that the last wound that she got is now infected. I've done a lot of research on lymphoma, which is the kind of cancer they get in the lymph nodes of the neck, and she has like none of the symptoms. She's eating, she's grooming herself, like honestly she's been doing really well like in herself, apart from the fact that she has like a bump on her throat. But I don't know, I'm not sure what it is, like I don't know what the lump is, but I think it was kind of extreme to like suggest putting her down just because she has like a growth that they don't know like what it is, like because it could just be literally anything. Like a lot of them are like cysts and stuff, or like harmless bumps that they just live with their whole lives. So yeah, that's where we're at the minute. We're just keeping her separated. I'm going to get her some more antibiotics for the infection, but honestly she seems to be doing like pretty well in herself. Like she seems to be pretty good, and honestly the other pigs as well have like been so like good to her. They've really been like, I don't know, it seems like they like have been looking after her, especially one of our pigs, Mint. Like she like just goes and like lays next to her, or like she like is really going out of her way to like spend time with her. But anyway, if you can hear like noises behind me, it's Treacle, our ill guinea pig, like messing around with the heart. She's like playing with it. But like if she like really drastically deteriorates or gets really ill, like obviously I will take her back to the vets, and then you know we'll consider getting her put down or whatever, because like I don't want her to go through any more surgeries or any more trauma, because like honestly it was like a lot. But until then, like until she seems like she's actually got something bad, then I'm not gonna like just get her put down, because like why? So but it was the first time we had seen that vet, and honestly I don't know, I got like a bad feeling about it, especially because she left Treacle alone like the whole day. Like she had her in at like 10 in the morning, and then I didn't get to pick her up until like 6 p.m, and like guinea pigs are dead social, and like when I went to pick her up she was like, oh she hasn't been eating all day, even though she's like obviously going to be really hungry, but like she wasn't eating because she was like stressed and like alone. I'm going to take some of this dark brown shade here. It's kind of like satiny, you can see. Don't look at my nail polish. I know I did an awful job. I haven't tidied it up yet. Okay, so then I want to use this green pencil like right in the centre, and then I might go over with this on top. I'll see what this is like, because this might make like a nice base. I don't know. This is, by the way, by Collection. This is the Field Day eyeshadow pencil. This is what it looks like. I'm going to warm it up on my hand first. Ooh, on my hand that looks pretty. Yeah, that's a bit better. It was like really stiff to start off with, and not very creamy, but warming it up definitely helped a little. But it still feels like really waxy. So honestly I'm not loving that green shade, but I can't get it off of my hand for the life of me. So hopefully it's long wearing. I'm going to pop on top then with this little green eyeshadow from Revlon. I did swatch this and it didn't seem like I had much hope for it, but we'll see. That's what it looks like. It really doesn't swatch very good, but I think because I have that eyeshadow stick down, it is kind of acting a little bit as a base, but it really isn't like very sparkly. It's definitely more sort of like a satin shade. Actually just going to dip into my nude cocoa palette just because I want a nice dark shade, and I'm going to just take this nice deep shade here. I'm just going to work on my inner and outer corner a little bit more. Just I really want some more depth, and I think because that Wet n Wild shadow is shimmery, it's not really giving me as much depth as I want. Anyway, I'll do this. I'll probably put some glitter on and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I added another green shimmer on top. It was just a random one from that like big La Rock palette that I have. And then I did add some glitter. Honestly, still really not loving this. I do have this. I might add just like a little tiny bit of this like right in the center. I was going to maybe use it as like my inner corner highlight, but I don't think that that's going to work. So this is from NYX. This is their Ultra Pearl Mania. It doesn't say what shade it's in. It looks pretty. And I'm just going to like try and pop it on the center. Whoa, that's really intense. But I didn't like this stick, so I'm just going to chuck it straight away. This Revlon thing I didn't like. This Wet n Wild palette honestly wasn't that bad, so I'll keep that. Okay, and then I do also have this brown gel liner to try from Body Collection. This is the long wear eyeliner in the shade brown. So it looks pointy, I'm kind of scared. I'm just gonna, I guess, try this on my waterline. Stabby, 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 okay. Oh my god, that's so hard. Like, that is not creamy at all. Okay. I don't think I can put that on my eye. Like, genuinely, it's really, really scratchy. No, I actually can't. It's too, like, scratchy. It's, like, really hard. And it's not, like, warming up on my skin either. So, that's a no. Okay, eyes are done. I just lined them with a little bit of eyeliner. I actually used this one here from Revolution. This is the Starry Gel eyeliner. It's like black but kind of like green glitter, so I used that. For foundation, we're going to be using this Hydrate foundation again from Collection. This is the Hydra Serum foundation with hyaluronic acid. When I tried this, it was really like drying on my face. So today I'm going to try it out with some new stuff that I've been doing. So I have here this Body Collection Skin. This is like a facial mist. It's like just meant to hydrate you a little bit. So I'm just going to use this. I've been trying to do this before makeup because it is more of like a skincare product. And then I'm going to go on with a little bit of this. This is the Me Plus. This is like the Superdrug owned skincare line. This is the Ceramides Moisturizer. And this is really nice. It's very like lightweight. It's like a super gel texture, but it's like very, very lightweight and moisturizing. So I'm going to use a bit of this. So then let's hop in with this foundation. So this is meant to be enriched with hyaluronic acid and glycerin to hydrate and nourish the skin while providing medium coverage in a weightless, breathable finish. So I do think I will probably do a wear test today, or as much of one as I can do. This, by the way, is in the shade 5 Fair is the shade. I'm going to use my sponge because that's what I like. I don't remember what I used last time or what I liked. Oh, it actually has a really nice coverage to it. I would say that is like medium coverage, like right off the bat. It is still looking a little bit dry. Like with something like a Hydra Serum foundation, I expect it to immediately make my skin look really hydrated and healthy. But like this one and the L'Oreal Serum foundation, they make my skin like look kind of dry. And I really don't understand why. Now this does actually look okay on my skin, especially with that moisturizer as a primer. It has really nice coverage. I would definitely say light to medium. And you can see that it is picking up some dryness on my nose. And my face, like I do still think that my face looks very like flat and matte, which really surprises me. But yeah, I think it looks nice. I definitely prefer a more like glowy look. I don't know if these serum foundations are coming out for people that want like a lightweight thing but they don't really want like a super glowy look. Like I can understand that, but I personally like, I want my face to feel like hydrated, and it doesn't. It feels like matte. Honestly, it feels like it like is setting down. But today I wanted to pull out some cream products because it has been a hot minute since I used a cream bronzer or a cream blush. And honestly, I don't know why. So today I'm going to use this. This is the Technic Bronzing Base Cream Bronzer in the shade Light. I remember really liking this. Genuinely, I do not even remember the last time I used a cream blush or bronzer, because I think I just wanted to make less steps in my routine, so I just sort of stopped doing it. That's nice. It's very like natural. It feels very like lightweight as well. For blush, I think I want to try this one again. This is the Studio London Flaunt Flawless Blusher. This is in the shade In Our Glow. This is what this looks like. So yeah, I'm going to try this. I only tried this the once, so no idea. That's pretty. It's really not very pigmented. Like, I'm really having to like scrub in here to get any sort of pigment, but the pigment is pretty. The formula feels kind of like sticky though. I would say this is definitely not my favourite formula of like cream blush, but it's pretty enough once you build it up a little bit. Honestly, like nothing really from this Studio London line by Superdrug I liked. I pretty much disliked everything that I tried. We'll have a concealer actually to try from them as well. We'll retry. But I am going to use their highlighter drops as well. This is You Do You highlighter drops. I remember thinking that these were really pretty. I mean, that is real pretty. It's like a little bit oily, I won't lie. I mean, it's quite a bit oily, but it is real pretty. And unlike a powder highlighter, it doesn't look too texturizing either, which is a good thing. It does make your skin look like proper, like wet. I do quite like this, you know. It is just like maybe a little bit oily, but it's really pretty. Although I feel like the second I powder, it's gonna go away. But maybe we could add a little bit back afterwards. So for concealer, the one that I pulled out is this XX Revolution. I have no idea what this is called, but I've got it in the shade CX0.2. It has like a weird doe foot. And this colour is like pretty light for me. And I think this dries down quite quickly, so I'm just going to blend it out straight away. This colour is so off, oh my god. It doesn't have much, that colour, oh my god. It doesn't seem to have like that much coverage. I don't really remember why I didn't like this. It looks crazy. I mean, I definitely say it has a light coverage. It looks insane, like with the colour. And it really doesn't cover my darkness. But it is kind of thin. It just really doesn't have a lot of coverage. Like honestly, I was expecting it to have quite a bit more. I'm just going to blend this with my finger and just see. I mean, it doesn't look bad. But I almost do feel like it's like turning grey almost because of my like under eye bags. Like, I feel like it really doesn't have a lot of coverage to it. Honestly, this would be one that I would like happily declutter. I think I'm going to get rid of it like literally right now, just because I really don't like it. Then for powders, I actually wanted to retest this one. I don't remember what I thought of it. This is the Studio London Flaunt Flawless Setting Powder. I don't remember what I thought of it, so I'm going to try this. I think I'm actually going to try it on one of those little triangle puffs, just like to see. So I'm going to take powder and I'm going to like stamp it on my hand, because I feel like every time I do this I get like too much powder. And then I'm just going to blend out my creases. Honestly, I quite like this powder with like the powder puff. It's looking like very smooth. Yeah, honestly, the powder I actually do quite like. So I'm going to keep the powder and I'll keep testing it. Actually, for the rest of the face, let's just test out another powder because I have more powders to test. For the rest of the face, let's use this number 7. This is the Flawless Finishing Powder, translucent. So this is supposed to be a finishing powder. Let's just use a little bit. Again, I'm just going to take it on a little powder puff. This is the colour, so it doesn't look translucent. And I'm just going to use a little bit under my contour. Now that immediately is like not making it look super good. Let me like zoom you all the way in. So eye to eye, I've put that finishing powder on this side, and I just feel like you can see like a lot more texture. I don't know if this powder's like sparkly. It almost looks like it is, but it looks a lot worse. I'll do this side with you, like proper zoomed in, so you can see. Like it's not like hiding my pores. If anything, I feel like it's exaggerating them more. So this powder I do not like. I'm just going to take a tiny bit on a big brush and literally just like blend over my whole face. Honestly, you can still see that blush and bronzer through quite well. You can't really see the highlight, which I'm upset about. You can see it like a tiny bit on my nose. But yeah, I don't like this finishing powder. I think it has like shimmer in it, so that's a no, that can go. But the rest of the face so far, I'm actually like not hating. Like the concealer is an obvious no, but like the rest of it looks pretty good. So for powder bronzer, I'm just going to pull out this W7 Sculpt Power palette, and I'm just going to use this bronzer up here. This is Honolulu. Haven't used this in a hot minute, so I'm scared. I'm actually going to just dust them off on my hand, because I don't need much. But we do also have a blush that I want to retest, so we're not going to use this palette for the blush. We're going to use it just for the bronzer. This bronzer's nice. It's like a little bit dark and quite pigmented, but it looks pretty. I think if you had a bit of a deeper skin tone, you would like this more. It's definitely not my favourite. So then for blush, the one that I wanted to retry is this one. This is from Primark. This is the dual tone blusher. So this is meant to be like a dupe of like one of the Charlotte Tilbury ones. That's what it looks like. So it's got like pink on the outside and like a shimmer colour on the inside. So I am gonna swirl, and let's see. Ooh, it's actually kind of pretty. It's like definitely not super like blushy. It has a nice little mirror in here, which is nice. Yeah, like it's not super blushy. It's definitely quite like glowy and almost like bronze. It's almost like a bronze highlighter, and it is like a little bit texturizing, but it is quite pretty. I could see that as like a blush topper, so I'm going to keep that. So for highlighter, just because I loved it so much, I'm going to try this one again. I'm going to try this over the top of the powders and just see how it goes. I might take my finger. I never take my finger. Just going to use the end of my sponge. That looks so freaking pretty. For setting spray, the one we're going to try is the Revolution IRL All Day Filter Mattifying Fixing Spray. So yeah, it's just meant to mattify. So the mist on this looks really nice, so let's just give this a go. Oh, it's quite heavily fragranced. I don't like the smell. I can't explain it. It's like baby powder, like talcum powder. Okay, well, I'm just going to give that a minute. We'll see how it looks. Maybe let's do something to the lips. I've actually got a couple of lip liners from this Amazon mystery box. They are all shimmery, however, so I think I'm going to go for this one, and we'll see. This one is in the shade Oro. It says it's a Kohl Kajal lip liner, and this is from Jordan Cosmetics. Oh, this is from Jordana Cosmetics. My face after the setting spray, I'm like not loving the way it looks, because I think it looks quite dry. I really would have preferred something a bit more hydrating and glowy, just for like the look of it, but also like for the feel. But it does, the highlighter is like a little bit tacky still, so I will have to be careful of that. and it looks kind of like oily, like right here on my cheek, like up close. Okay, so that is the lip liner. It's kind of like an orange like shimmer. Honestly, I have nothing against it. It looks kind of pretty. I just would not personally use, I mean personally I don't really use lip liner anyway, but a shimmery lip liner I probably wouldn't opt for, but it does look really pretty if you're in the market for them. In the centre, let's add a little bit of this one. We have tried this already. This is the Collection Liquid Lip Colour in the shade In the Buff 2. It's just like a really light neutral. Kind of mauve-y. This like smells really nice and is really thin. When I tried it before, I did like take it off, but it didn't really feel like it like sat down. It's like really thin and quite nice, and I quite like the look of my lips, which is weird. Let's finish off the eyes really quickly. I might try and use this green like on my waterline and like on my lower lash line. We'll see if it works. It's actually really quite pretty on the lash line, but my eyes are kind of stinging a little bit. I'm just going to take a little bit of transition just to blend this out. I'm just going to take a little bit of that dark brown from the Wet n Wild palette. I do think that this colour is like an all over the eye colour. Would just be so like sexy and beautiful. I really like dark chocolate browns like this. My eye is feeling a little bit sore after putting the liner in there. I'm not sure if the liner is meant to be in the eye, but it also feels really gritty. So I would suggest not putting the liner on your waterline. I'm just going to use this like little brightener pencil from Bourjois. I am just going to put on some mascara. I don't have a new one. And then I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows a little bit. We might stick on a couple gems. I'll see how I feel. And then I'll come back and I'll show you the finished look. Okay, so I am back with my finished look. I just put on some mascara and just ran a pencil through my brows. And this is how it came out. Also, I just wanted to mention that that lip thing still has not like dried down. It feels really like lightweight and nice. I really like it. Yeah, this is my finished look. I'm just going to zoom you in so you can like see everything up close before we do the wear test. Okay, so I'm going to go about my day. The time is currently 9:27. And yeah, I will come back to you at the end of the day and we will see how everything was. So I'll see you then. Alright, it's the end of the day and I am back to do the wear test. So I haven't actually looked at anything yet, so I'm just going to zoom you in first and you guys can see before I get to see anything. So this is how everything is looking. Yeah. So I'm going to have like a proper little up close look now. Well, first I have a dog hair on my nose. Okay, so I'm looking a little bit oily in the forehead and the cheeks, which I think is a little bit odd considering we use that mattifying setting spray. But I am a little bit oily, but honestly I don't mind like how glowy my face looks. I actually kind of like it. I do wish it was maybe a little bit more matte like right in here, but other than that it's fine. Texture looks pretty good. My under eyes I still think look pretty bad. The eyeshadow's still there, can't complain. The blush, bronzer and highlight you can still see. Honestly, I'm surprised that highlight hasn't gone away. I was really worried that it was just going to rub off. And also the lip liner in that, I mean I have eaten, there isn't anything left, but that the lip, what's it called? The liquid lip thing, it never like dried down. It like stayed feeling nice for a really long time actually. So to be honest, I'm pretty impressed with some of these items. The first thing that I actually like is I really like the lip liner actually, and I really like the liquid lip. The foundation was fine. I quite liked that powder. I liked the cream bronzer and blush and that. It wasn't anything revolutionary. I really liked the liquid highlight. The eyeshadow and everything, like it's nice, like it looks okay. I really like that dark chocolate shade that I would love to use like all over the eye. But yeah, honestly, it's a pretty good day's wear of makeup. I would like wear this out still. I don't know if I said, but it has been about like 9 hours. It is like 20 to 5 in the morning now. I feel so sick. I need to like go get some sleep. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.